from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
On the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Jacobs now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run it with Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Third down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Locke. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That's complete to Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 10-yard line.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Now Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 45 yards.
A gain of 40.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus. Not letting the elements get in the way of still doing everything you're supposed to do. Although you do think to yourself, I've got to hold it a little bit tighter and be more careful with my footing.
He was careful, got a big run out of it. Now left side of the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get this. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Yes! Perfect. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
From the gun, it's Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a toss left side, Michel. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Patriots 3.
Second and 11 now. Block working out of the gun. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he's got Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Michel. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they will run it with Michel. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Taken down at the
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
$40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game.
And this will be caught at the 30. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. His throw caught right around the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
1 yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, block. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
Loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And
this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first and 10, here's Locke. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Being chased out left. That's caught by Hollister. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Locke again. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Again, it's Locke. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Complete in the end zone. Leads to second and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Locke looks to throw it again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up third and goal.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
61. Matchbox,
Operating from the gun. Block. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jacob Hollister in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check. Check. 56.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Smith to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here I come.
From the gun, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Here we go again. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Block now to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Down. Michelle. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Block now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Locke. That's complete right around the 8. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. From the 6. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. right at the 50-yard line. To throw it is Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, Michel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 47 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On the pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Yeah.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mike's 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see. 19. You don't want it. Watch the edge. Switch. Forward.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. Alert. Check 3.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
He's checking credit. Chance. 56 to Mike.
There's Wilson to throw. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Michelle. And Michelle will have the 1st down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with, has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
On the toss, here's Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
13 yards. 1st down, New England.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A 1st down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jacobs now. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Here's Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Final score